Hey everybody, welcome back to this series of video shop reviews and tips where I go over questions from shop owners and try and help them grow their business, grow their sales and be happy. So I'm Xavier, I'm the Chief Growth Officer of Ad360, which is an app to help you grow your shop, but more on that later. So today I'm going to respond a series of questions from this Reddit user who posted on the e-commerce subreddit. So Fred Me Note asked, how do I best market my brand? So Fred Me Note created a WordPress WooCommerce store. So that's a super popular system, which is very easy to get started with, really good. We like a lot Shopify, we like a lot WooCommerce. We frequently work with both systems, so that's really good. And so he's created a store for guitar gear and music-related products. That's really cool. So you currently have an Instagram account where you share, boutique guitars from around the world, and you must be doing something right because you got 4,000 followers since you started in June. So that's half a year ago. So that's really good, and you have a massive reach. So that's really great. And so now, okay, I understand you want to leverage this account and start monetizing it, I believe, and making a living out of this business. So that's really good. I think contrary to a lot of people, you already have an audience, you already have a following, and that's already a very strong asset. And so it's great that you already have that. You're not starting from nothing. I feel like, for most businesses starting today, getting attention and getting people that follow them, that like what they do, their values, that they're aligned with their vision and what they're trying to do, it's super hard. So the fact that you already made it past that first hurdle is already a success in itself, and that's going to help you understand my reasoning for most of these answers. So let's get into it. So one, should I focus a majority of my marketing dollars on social media through my pre-existing account? And I would say yes, because you already have this account. It's a valuable asset, an account with a certain following, and it's very targeted because you've shared, boutique guitars from around the world. So these people, they like guitars, they like music, so they're likely to be interested in ads for your guitar and music related products. So I think that's definitely an asset. And in Instagram, if you run ads towards your followers, these people are more likely to like your ads compared to an average people, even an average people that's interested into music. If you tag music, I think your audience that's already following you and already showed signs of interest for guitars and music, they're the most likely people to be interested in what you have to offer. So my opinion is you should definitely leverage this existing account and use it to at least get started. Question number 2. Should I create a separate account specifically for the shop? You can, you don't have to. I think to get started, it's not necessary. It can be a good thing, but don't expect to get the same following as you have on the main account, the one you have where you share music. So that's why I said first, focus on the first account. Now you can create this second account, especially if you have a long-term vision and plan for this business. If you're not sure yet, I would maybe just say no, but if you have a long-term plan, you're definitely committed to this business, I think having a separate account in the long term is beneficial because you want a place where you'll be able to share more details about your products, product specs, and that will be very dedicated to your shop and your product. And you don't want to you want to share some of that details on your main account from time to time, but you don't want your main account to be only about your shop, because then you might lose some interest from your pre-existing following. So I would say yes, but it's a long-term plan. Don't expect to get a lot of results right away. It's more down the road. 3, should consider spending $600 a month on SEO off the bat, or should I try to learn it myself? Okay, so SEO is search engine optimization. And it's the art and science of ranking your website better on Google or other search engines. So to be more often found, higher ranked, meaning more people come into your website organically, And so usually SEO is seen as a long-term effort. There are some tricks and tips that you can do right away on your website, like having a nice structure, having nice titles. So this is more of a one-time thing when you get started. And then there is constant content production. So without having more information about your business, it's hard to answer specifically. But I would say, judging just from the info you said, you already have quite a lot of success in terms of content production. And a lot of the content you have on Instagram is something you can reshare, post on your website, and maybe write some descriptions. And I think you seem to be passionate about your subject. You seem to know what you're doing and what you're talking about. So I don't know that you need someone else to produce content, because I'm assuming from the recurring aspect of this plan that you're considering someone to produce regular content. I think you can use Instagram as a sales channel, and if you do things right, it's maybe not the best way to spend money. Now again, it depends what you're planning. In the long term, SEO is super worth it, and having good SEO is definitely a must. But I wouldn't say it's the first spend that you should do, if that makes sense. Okay, 4. Could it be detrimental to my page and brand if I start advertising directly on there? I would be advertising guitar parts to people who like guitars, but I worry that it could tarnish the feeling of community that I've created. Okay, so there are two different things here. First one is advertising per se, so paid ads, sponsored, posts. And in my opinion, like you said, these guys, they like guitars, so they're not likely to like you less or unfollow because they see ads of products related to guitars and music. And what you have to think about is these guys, they will get ads anyway. So, these ad spots, if they're not filled by yourself, they will be filled by something else. So would these guys rather see ads for your store about guitar gear, or would they rather see something else? Judging from what you said, I think they'd rather see ads from your business. So in that sense, I think you don't really have to be afraid of that. And it's not going to be detrimental. I think you could definitely advertise towards your audience with your products and be transparent about it, and share with your public the fact that you're starting a business, and make it a journey that everybody can be a part of. And usually it works out very well, and people want to support you if they like what you're doing. So I think that's not a problem. Now, would it be detrimental if you're meaning advertising not in the sense of paid ads, but actually 90% of your posts become about yourself, whereas before you would share a lot of stories from around the world, that could be detrimental. So I would not recommend that. But I would definitely post, if I were you, some things about your own brand, your shop, some products you have, but continue posting stories from other boutiques around the world. I think you should continue having the same tone of voice that made you successful in the first place, but add on top of that post that about yourself, your own business, and what you're doing, and then it won't be a problem. And ads, not at all, because people will like to see your ads. They will like them better than other random ads about other topics. From your experience, what's an approximate value for IG ad spend to see results? Okay, that's a good question. I understand businesses can have widely different marketing costs, of course, per customer. But for those of you who utilize Instagram, what's your general ratio of ad spend to dollar earned? Okay, so that's the first question. So it depends a lot what you mean by results. If it's about dollar earned and sales, it's, the goal is to spend $1 and get more than $1 in profit. And that's when you have a successful business that can really scale. But that's not an easy feat. That's the whole point of marketing professionals and advertising professionals, and that's why people like me exist, and we try to help you get to that point. So it's not easy, but it's definitely doable. A lot of successful businesses out there do that. But you should, in my experience, when you get started, you should assume that you're not going to be break even on your ads right away. It's more like a long-term thing, and you have to build an audience, build dedicated customers who love your products, will repeat customers buy several times over time, then implement retargeting, optimize in a few ways, and then you can make it that way. So to get started, usually what I've seen is to generate one sale, you have to spend like a certain multiple of that amount. Like if one sale is, netting you like $100, for example, you would need to spend maybe $200, $300, $400 to see one sale, unfortunately, at first. As time goes by and you improve your ads, you improve your message, you get more targeted about the people that you show your ads to, and you understand better what they are expecting, what they like, which products are working well, then that ratio will come down to $100 spent, $100 in profit generated. But as I said, that's a journey. And that's something maybe we can help you with. So if you need more help with this, definitely feel free to check a look at Ad360. We can have another chat. I will show you at the end of the video how to book a call where I can give you more specific advice once I see your account. But yeah, to manage your expectations and I would say in the beginning, expect like a multiple of 2, 3, 4 times your sale amount. That's how much you need to spend to get one sale. And then you can multiply that by a few times. Usually you should try and get a few sales per month. And then you can optimize that down the road, and it's going to be less and less costly to get a sale up to the point where you're going to make a profit on each ad dollar spent. Okay. Hopefully that was valuable to you and to other people listening to this video. If you want more details, I'd be happy to have a call. We can get in more depth once I see your account, and I can give you a free audit. So thanks to my app, Ad360 app for Shopify. So it's actually also working on WooCommerce. So I can give you a full review of your marketing strategy, your current account, what you should be doing differently, and all of that for free in the spirit of the new year. So feel free to go to that link. I will put it in the comments below the video. Book a demo and a conversation anytime, and I'd be happy to help you grow, attract more customers, get more sales, and be successful. So happy new year, wishing you a lot of success, a lot of joy, and hoping to speak to you soon. Bye.